Melinda, Mame was kind of down your alley because you are performing in Mame this year.
Later this year, yeah.
You've also performed in Sugar Babies.
That was my first show.
So was it your first show that you had to do a striptease with pigeons?
Yes, it was. I had to stand there like Julie Andrews, like a Greek statue, and call from the wings. These pigeons would come in on cue, and I'd remove like the thing over my left breast, and one would sit there and there.
Wow. See, nothing could go wrong.
No.
Nothing. That's flawless.
15 I would have. Oh, my arms, the chorus, and then there was the head. And certain times of the month, they would fornicate, and they would go to the highest place, which was on your head. So a particular night while you were singing this, like Julie Andrews number, you could have as many as 8 pigeons rooting on you as you were trying to sing.
And imagine how many times in the audience a child was heard to remark, "Mummy, what are the pigeons doing to that lady?"
Did you say that was one of your first jobs?
That was my first musical. And I used to...
What a baptism of fire.
I know. There was one night, the poor old fanny bird, it was released. Well, you know, it was released.
That's actually the scientific name.
Oh, thank you.
They had their positions, and one night, poor old, you know, Fanny, she didn't make it up to my little... I had like a little perch.
I don't want to think how they secured that perch at all.
The hard bit was hanging the mirror.
Yeah. And where does the cuttlefish go?
But the poor thing...
This is horrible. This is just horrible.
The poor thing gave birth to a little egg.
No way.
That's why they didn't make it, because it was egg-bound when they released it.
And imagine some people would have watched it and gone, "Oh my God, Rhonda Birch was ovulating." They specifically trained those birds to fly onto your boobs and your head and between your legs. Those birds have got nothing to do for the rest of their lives. That's all they're trained to do. They're unemployable.
Al, the time that, you know, you sometimes get sick, I had a swing on and she'd put on different perfume. Well, they didn't go to her.
So there's just a bunch of birds there going, take it off, we're not going to do something.
They did a U-turn and went off, so she took all the gear off and there was nothing there for her.
Oh, apart from... and everyone could see the perch.
The cuttlefish.
I wonder if you walk down the street now if one of your old castmates smells you.
Hey, we work together.
When you're young, you just do it. You know, you kind of want to be in show business.
Oh, yeah, we've all done it.
Yeah. We've all taken our clothes off and had birds fly at us, yeah.
I did mine with like a wedge-tailed eagle, and it's never been the same.
All right, at the end of that round, the scores are Miff, John, Kristen on 5 points. Alan, Rhonda, Mark also 5 points. Each team will be told a true musical story with 3 possible endings. You have to tell me the correct ending. Alan, Rhonda, Mark, here's your story. During soundcheck, former Smiths frontman Morrissey insists that all his roadies A, avert their eyes from Morrissey so as not to put him off, B, spray fragrance between the front row and the stage, or C, dance enthusiastically to all the fast numbers.
He hasn't got any fast numbers.
I don't know really who he is, boys.
That's completely understandable. You've been busy with a whole bunch of birds on your boobs. He's the lead singer from the Smiths.
Right.
The Smiths were, you know, in my humble opinion, the most important guitar band in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And he had
you
a
know,
coif.
And Johnny Marr was the man.
He had flowers. Yeah,
And he
gladioli.
had
He just
flowers
danced
in
around
his
like
back
this.
pocket, which I did in high school.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I actually put flowers in my back pocket because I just thought that was too cool.
That's
Also,
awesome.
his
And it just made people want to beat me up even more, but that
His
was...
lyrics make total sense.
Yeah, they're incredible.
I wish he was here now. I wish he was here.
The silence is really good.
My favourite thing that he used to do was he'd wear see-through shirts and Band-Aids on his nipples.
Really?
Yeah, I know, and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was. Oh, yes, of course. He'd been doing the same musical as you. What were the odds?
I know, well, that's the blast.
So which of those is the correct end to the story?
I don't think it's C, because a sound check, you're not going to do that many numbers.
And he doesn't have that many fast numbers, does he?
No.
A fast number from Morrissey is like, oh dear, oh, you know.
And also,
I'm
most of those songs don't encourage you to dance enthusiastically.
No, they encourage you to kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And rightly so.
So I don't reckon it's C. I think it might be B, because I've just got a funny feeling that the smell of the crowd might be a little bit upsetting to Morrissey.
Yeah, he's delicate. He's quite delicate. It sounds right.
It sounds, yeah, nice.
B?
I think B.
Yeah, look,
think B.
for better or worse, B.
The correct answer is, during soundcheck, Morrissey insisted his roadies B, spray fragrance between the front row and the stage. Right, Myth, John and Kristen, here's your fact. More than 1 million unsold copies of Robbie Williams' Rude Box album were sent to A. Haiti, where they were distributed amongst school children to help them learn English. B. China, to be crushed up and used in road surfacing and street lighting.
Oh, awesome.
Or C. New Zealand, where they were used as part of an art installation entitled Bleed Ears Bleed.
Now, this was the album that did all right in England but didn't do very well in America, and that's why he had so many copies. Is that right?
That's exactly right.
It wasn't even that well received in the UK.
No?
For some reason. Who'd have thought a song that went, Rude Box, Why Are You So Nasty, wouldn't go well? I hope it's not A, I really do.
I love the idea of it being crushed and used as road surfacing. I think that would be pretty...
It's CD,
and it would be, you know,
CD
durable.
form.
Yeah.
So we're talking about plastic and...
Yep.
Yep, and a little bit of glitter, which you always want in the road. Because you know when you're on the road and you see a little bit of glitter and you can just go, there's Robbie. I like it. There's Robbie.
The New Zealand, the art installation, that's what I was wondering if it was a sculpture piece or if maybe they played them on 1,000 boom boxes around, you know, and everyone just stood in the middle. I don't know.
What would you do with 1 million Robbie Williams CDs?
I would probably build a shelter for starving musicians.
Very well done.
That's nice.
I think I'd take them back to Robbie and say, these are yours, I believe.
I think it's A. I really do.
To help them learn how to speak English.
Yeah, because he has
What kind
such great diction.
He gives great diction.
Yeah, he does.
What he's most famous for.
But I mean,
You're going to go with A?
You're going to go with
We're
A?
going to go with A.
The correct answer is more than 1 million unsold copies of Robbie Williams' album were sent to B. China. Where they were crushed up and used in road surfacing and street lighting. And in case you're wondering, when you crush up a Robbie Williams CD to make a road, the road itself ends up a lot like Robbie Williams. Flat, not entirely straight, and following a white line. Now, look, while we're talking recycling, we did mention earlier on, Mark, your environmental concerns, and John's as well. John, you've also established JB Seed, which basically doles out grants to aspiring musicians.
That's right.
Is this because when you started out, there wasn't any help like that? I mean, you started out as a busker in Fremantle, is that right?
Yes, I did. But there's been grant associations for forever, and we've received lots of them. But what we decided to do is when we just had enough finances, we thought we'd do the same because we've seen there's so many great musicians out there who just no one will ever hear of.
On top of that, you released an album and all proceeds went to Close the Gap.
Yes. In this country, our Indigenous brothers and sisters are dying 17 years before non-Indigenous Australians. And yeah, $1 from every one of the sales goes to that, to help close that gap.
And so, I mean, John, you know, is raising awareness for the environment, for Indigenous Australians, helping new bands come along. He sounds amazing, doesn't he? I mean, he sounds like a saint. But here's the thing. We've got security cameras all over the ABC. Have a look at this. This is from CCTV footage of John Butler in the ABC canteen earlier today.
There I am.
There's John. There's John. That is a Save the Panda jar on his right-hand side there. Absolutely appalling, John Butler. You should be ashamed of yourselves. At the end of that round, the scores are Myth, John, Kristen on 5 points. Alan, Ron and Mark just out in front, 6 points.